Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And for today, I want to talk about some theories I have about how the series may probably end, how the ongoing recent Star Wars Acolyte series may end, for and how maybe the how and where the characters some may end up. So basically, um, one of the things that I think that I've noticed throughout the whole series is that there is rule of two. The rule of two is a rule where um a Sith can have one acolyte, because if there were more, essentially there would be way too, because it would just like be or it would just like be it would just have a lot of people. It would just be way too many people, way too many power hungry people in one place, and so it was instated for balance, essentially. And but the rule was broken in the prequel series by Senator Palpatine, who had two acolytes, and both of them kind of started to have their own power hungry, and they had their own they had their own power hungry ambitions, and each of them. And I and I think I think we all know how it all ended, how it all ended, just like for all the characters. But yeah, but today I want to talk about um about maybe about Khmer and Aosha's relationship, and how it would probably change from episode 6. So on episode 6, we saw Khmer take he took Aosha to an unknown planet, and after she woke up, he started to like to try to convince her to be on his side. And he had and like by relating to her and saying um basically he even quoted a Fight Club quote from he even used the Fight Club quote, which I will paraphrase, is when you lose everything, that's when you're finally set free. And which is very apt for Rosha, because her and her sister, both of them lost their family. And she Osha was training to be a Jedi. She couldn't become her sister. uh we see her at the beginning of the series. She became like an acolyte, I think like an acolyte to Khmer. But Khmer does not really consider himself a Sith. He considers himself a a Dark Jedi. And and even and even the way and even and Khmer's relationship with Osha's sister, from what I saw, from what I understood, is was very sterile, and just uh, just he's very much like he's very much like, do this for me and I'll do this thing for you, kind of very much of very much some like a this is the type of relationship that they had. But like with Osha, he saw as an opportunity to maybe get closer to her through relating to her through her experiences of what she went through. And even her and even the fact that she couldn't become a Jedi because she she couldn't let go of the grief she had. um and which is very much which which is I think for probably which is very interesting, because with Luke, despite the fact that despite the fact that he was taken away by the by the Jedi to become a Jedi, he and even after he lost his mother, he could not really let go of the grief. Like you could see him, you could see the grief just like coming like just like creeping back whenever he was from keep on you could see his grief creeping back up with and like I said, he Kimir is trying to trying to take to like make her his acolyte um by relating to her because he thinks because of his ideology, which which on on Kafir, he basically said that he wanted to have the freedom to do whatever he wanted, and and which kind of which is which I think for Osha, she probably sees it as an opportunity or an or some type of an alternative, because even though she's not a Jedi, she still goes by the principles of the Jedi Council, and and I think that like this is something that like her her principles her own principles just like she may not, I think she may not be very easily he may not be have the ease of convincing her and making her his acolyte, because she to a certain extent knows the difference from good from bad, and and I think Kufir Kimir maybe something, maybe she probably sees something, and maybe she could like learn something from Kimir, but like I don't see her really becoming her. I don't really see her becoming his acolyte because of her principles and like just the things she believes in, and like uh, it would not make sense. Like um her her sister was her sister is with Kimir, and and on Kufir she basically just like completely disregarded her sister as her family based on just because she chose to be on the dark side, and I think Osha will probably learn something from Khmer, but she will probably ditch him and use his teachings. She may probably she sees she may um she may probably like she may not be really Jedi, but like fears she kind of uh, I also think she also could like also can to a certain extent accept his uh, ideology, but like she wouldn't become his acolyte, like I said, because it would not make any sense, and I think she probably is going to ditch him, and and which is I think this is how it's going to probably be on the next episode, and even new and by the end of the series. Another thing that like is interesting is that like the with with there's also this yin and yang aspect to this, to theming of this season. Like, you have one sister being on the, being on the light side, and another sister being on the dark side, and you could say there is some yin and yang, like, symbology. But like, I think to a certain, I think, mm, where her sister may end and her where Osha may end, I don't really know. Just, this is just my speculation. But like, mm, and even with the, and even from what I've noticed with the Jedi Council, we're we're seeing this, the Jedi Council is kind of losing their altruistic ways, um because like, um I think, but I think, at this point I think in the series, the council kind of just like is does not really, or the more centralized council, where the more centralized council kind of, from what I saw, does not really wanna like get down to, does not really want to do, what they usually would do. Like, they have like, they have instated like, r- regional, like, uh, regional councils, from what I remember. I'm only saying, this is how like, this is how I understood it. Like, even Jedi Venestra, I think she's called. She does not really. She's more, I think, focused on the bureaucracy, rather than the more hands-on approach, which, she's more like, she does not really, she doesn't, I wouldn't, I mean, she even like, she kind of, from what I remember, despises the hyperdrive thing. And like, I've noticed that the council kind of, they've lost their ways a little bit. Even Jedi Soul, kind of, you could see him being, his judgment is was clouded by, uh, was clouded, and and it stopped him from seeing clearly, and even how, and even in the way he was, and even the way he looked, and even the way he looked, because like, we usually, we usually because whenever we think of the Jedi, we see them as, I don't know, like, I wouldn't say conventionally attractive, but like healthy looking, and the Sith very, very like dehydrated and prunish looking. But like, Khmer did not look, Khmer in the series just did not give, does not didn't really look like how usually a Sith would look like. So, which also points to the fact that he does not really use negativity, or rather anger, to fuel his use of the Force. Maybe there's something else, and with Jedi, and 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 like I said, Khmer looks very healthy looking, which is very normal, I would say, for usually how Jedi would be portrayed. And Jedi Soul looks very greasy, like, almost like, disheveled, like, like, with oily hair, and just things like that. Just these are just simply my speculations. Just, how I think the series is probably may go. I don't know. The series is ongoing, so things may drastically change. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.